Hello, Sarah Sabin, Executive Leadership and Intuition Coach here. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the power of visualization and belief systems, a Christmas story. I appreciate it is nowhere near Christmas right now. It is May and it's rather warm at the moment, but I wanted to demonstrate the point of this story at this juncture. So, to set the scene, last Christmas I invited some friends over to play a game of Secret Santa. And everyone put the presents in the middle of the table. And our rule of the game is that we would be throwing two dice. And if you rolled two dice with the same number, you would be able to pick up one of the presents and put it in your personal pile. Now, I used that time to do an experiment, both in relation to myself and the other people there as well. I will explain exactly what I did in a little bit, but basically, the results of what I did was I managed to roll the numbers on the dice the same literally about 80% of the time. So much so that one of my friends said to me, Sarah, are you doing witchcraft? Side note here, no, I definitely was not doing any kind of witchcraft or magic. I then said to her, no, I'm doing this. I explained to her my technique and I said, you try it as well. And she tried it, and you can probably guess what happened next. She started throwing the numbers on the dice the same most of the time as well. So she got up to about 80% of the time. She thought that it was me doing magic on her, but that was actually not what was happening there. So everything was grounded in neuroscience. So, firstly, to explain what I was doing, 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds before I threw the dice, I visualized in my head the numbers on the dice being the same. And you might say, okay, well, how does that relate to neuroscience? So let me explain how that works. Because the timing of this is important. Doing it just before the event is the right time to do it. And often it's a technique athletes use when they are just in the few seconds before they start a race or whatever sport they're doing. So when you visualize just before an event happens, you are preparing your brain and body physiologically for a result to happen. The brain does not know the difference between a mental rehearsal and the actual thing happening. So you are getting a period of time where your brain and body are getting into alignment to do the thing that you are going to do next. Now, how this works in throwing a dice is that you are mentally rehearsing throwing the dice, and in the background, your brain is making all kinds of connections that are feeding through to your body and to your hand that are affecting the angle that you throw the dice, the way that you throw the dice, the kind of velocity that you will throw the dice. All of that processing is happening unconsciously without you even thinking about it. And the mental rehearsal gives you time to basically prepare for that to happen in real life. So next time you're about to go into a important meeting, presentation, whatever it is, taking 20 to 30 seconds to visualize what kind of outcomes you'd want to happen. So you could visualize people smiling, people responding well to what you're saying, people asking questions, or you could visualize how well and flawlessly you deal with obstacles. So that's the visualization part. The second part is to do with belief systems. So my friend had seen this technique work for me, And because she'd seen it work for me, she already had a belief system in place that actually this technique worked because she'd seen it with her own eyes. The more evidence that we have for something, the better. So the brain is an evidence collecting machine. So to make your visualizations even more powerful, you want to collect as much evidence as possible that this will work really well to help you get the result that you want. And the idea is that by doing this, we want to get to a place of having more positive outcomes more of the time.